Hello everyone, and I hope everybody is doing perfectly fine. So today the topic of our discussion is cytology techniques. So before we delve into this topic, I would like to share something. Like, see, books, we all know books are our best companion. But what I feel is, especially when you are low, feeling low in your life, maybe because if you're not feeling well physically, you're not well, sick, or like you are mentally you're tired or not so active. So what I feel when you have your best companion with you, that is your books, so that helps you a lot. So try to have this kind of habit of reading books always. So which I do, especially when I feel little low in my life or little low in a day or something. So what I feel is just read a book, whatever type of book you like, just go and read it, apart from your textbook, of course. So what I read what I was reading was Do It Today. So what that means that there was few important lines in that, like what we do is self procrastination. So what is that? हम टालते हैं चीज़ों को, करेक्ट, डिले, वी हैव अ हैबिट ऑफ डिलेइंग थिंग्स कि नहीं, suppose if we are into some kind of a tough job, what we do is we look for something easy कि नहीं इसको कर लेते हैं पहले फिर वो करेंगे, correct? So everybody has, in fact me also have that mind, myself also sometimes do it, like ये बहुत tough लग रहा है चलो आसान वाला काम कर लेते हैं, then we'll come to the tough one. Self procrastination होती है, we have a habit of it, so that makes us lag behind, you know. So to be consistent and moving forward in life, all the negativities you have to eliminate. These three words were there in that book. So I was like, eliminate all the negative thoughts or negative vibes which comes to you, because when you want to grow in life there will be many factors which will pull you back, but it is your self determination and discipline. See, when we everybody cannot be genius, but what I feel is consistent effort makes you far ahead everyone. So let's focus, and whatever we are planning, so we have to do that day. So that is the funda, do it today. So let's move on to the topic, साइटोलॉजी टेक्निक्स. साइटोलॉजी क्या होती है? बेसिकली इट इज अ स्टडी ऑफ बॉडी सेल्स जो एक्सफोलिएट हो रहे हो, या तो वो अपने आप एक्सफोलिएट हो रहे हो हमारे बॉडी टिश्यू से या फिर कैविटी से, या हम उनको by procedure we are scratching and bringing down the cells. So they are either exfoliated spontaneously, or they or shedding out from the epithelial surface, or we are exfoliating it or bringing the cells by different kind of techniques. So cytology also has these three main branches. Let me take the pointer. Exfoliative cytology जो अपने आप shed out हो रहे हैं, ठीक है? Then you have aspiration, like when we do FNA and then take out the cells, and then imprint cytology. Like suppose कोई pus discharge हो रहा है या nipple discharge से, what we do is put the slide over the area where there is a discharging things. So then we take a imprint of it, make a smear, and then study the cells. Cell and cytology and histopathology में difference यही है. Cytology, what we do is you are studying the individual cells, and in histopathology we are studying the tissue. Exfoliative cytology, as I said you, these are the study of cells which are spontaneously shed off from the epithelial surface. जो epithelial lining होगी उससे वो shed out हो जाता है. And these cells we can obtain by scraping, brushing, washing, anything. The principle of this technique is that in disease state, suppose what we know in malignancy में क्या होती है, discohesion होता है, the cohesive nature of the cells become defective, तो cells loosen out हो जाते हैं, वो दूर दूर हो जाते हैं, so they have a tendency to exfoliate it. So in cytology, what we target, like, actually we in medical field also what we see that difference जो होता है ना, histo cyto में आप क्या क्या करते हो, this is not very clear. So what you have to do is when you advise patient को कि हम cytology भेज रहे हैं, हम histopathology के लिए भेज रहे हैं, cytology में what samples can be tested. So these are the principal target of tissue cells, what system where we can test for cytology. फर्स्ट यू कैन सी इज रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट। इसमें हम क्या टेस्ट करते हैं? स्पूटम सैंपल आता है हमारे पास, ब्रोंकियल वॉशिंग, ब्रोंकोएल्वियोलर लवाज एंड ब्रोंकियल ब्रशिंग। Then urinary tract, how can you assess? Cytology, voided urine we can study. Then from female genital tract we can take cervical smear, that commonly known as a pap smear. Then effusion, pleural, pericardial or peritoneal effusion from the body cavities which we get it. Then oral cavity, we can take the buccal smear, or oral अगर कहीं lesion है तो we can take scrape and take out the smear. Then other fluids where cytology can play a role is synovial fluid, CSF fluid and nipple discharge. So फीमेल जेनिटल ट्रैक्ट में हमने देखा जैसे हम पैप स्मीयर करते हैं फीमेल का, दिस इज वेरी कॉमन टेस्ट एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टेस्ट because we can prevent a very common malignancy in females, that is cervical carcinoma. So इसमें what the main thing which we use is Ayer spatula. तो इसमें हम cervical smear लेते हैं, we insert the Ayer spatula from the portion of the cervix, then we rotate the Ayer spatula at 360 degree to sample the entire cervix. उसके बाद जो हमारा मटेरियल आता है, what the material we get in the spatula, we spread it over the slide and fix it in the Poplin jar. And this is very ideal for detection of your cervical carcinoma. Then with pap smear, this Ayer spatula, you can take lateral vaginal smear also, and this is important in this what we do is we scrape the upper third of the lateral wall of vagina, and this is ideal for cytohormonal assessment. So this is how, see, this is the portion, this is the cervical vaginal orifice entry, and here what you see is this is the lower portion of the cervix. So ये है हमारा Ayer spatula, so you are inserting it and here we will rotate it to 360 degree and then we take out the smear. So basically this we are sampling the cervico-vaginal junction. So हम यहाँ सैंपल कर रहे हैं पेशेंट को, ठीक है, here the squamocolumnar junction. So here this is the histo picture. यहाँ पे देखो आप squamous lining है, the vagina की lining होगी, and this is the cervical lining, the endocervical glands. So this area is most prone to develop the starting point है for cervical carcinoma. This is the smear. जब हम pap smear लेते हैं ऐसे ही हमें individual superficial squamous cells दिखते हैं, ठीक है, these all are the squamous cells. So see, that was very benign looking squamous cell. Here what you are seeing is very malignant looking cells, correct? यहाँ पे cells आपको single है, छोटे छोटे groups में है, but with a very poorly defined cell border. There is nuclear pleomorphism, variation in the nucleus of the cells, ठीक है? The tumor diathesis is also present. That was about the pap smear which you can test. So in this, basically in this discussion, I'm giving you an overview of all the cytology techniques what we do in our day-to-day cytology practice. Then body fluids आप देखते हो. Body fluids में about कौन-कौन सी body cavity से fluid आती है हमारी? Pleural, peritoneal, pericardial. We are obtaining it by paracentesis. So at least 50 to 100 ml of fluid is aspirated, and we collect the sample in freshly sample होता है, but अगर delay होता है usually we get the fluid in the like small sterile container, ठीक है, जैसे आपका यूरिन कंटेनर होता है उसमें भी आप कलेक्ट करवा के भेज सकते हो, स्टेराइल कंटेनर होना चाहिए. बट इफ यू आर एंटिसिपेटिंग अ डिले, अगर आपको कहीं सेंटर पे भेजना है, then what you do is you can send in anticoagulation also, like EDTA 1 milligram per ml or 3.8% sodium citrate also. Now this fluid should be centrifuged and smears are prepared from the sediment. So if amount is less, अगर कुछ less than 1 millimeter fluid आया आपके पास, then you can do it cytospin. Cytospin and centrifuge, that is because making the fluid, अगर थोड़ा सा fluid है, so we can make a button with the cytospin. So this is just a diagram to show you from where we get the fluid. जो body cavity है, जो pleural cavity है, यहाँ से you can get the pleural cavity से pleural fluid. Pericardial, around the heart you can get the fluid collected जो होता है वो है pericardial fluid. Around the parietal and peritoneum, this peritoneal cavity, we can get the peritoneal fluid or ascitic fluid. Then that was about the pap smear and the different types of fluid, body cavity. Then we can scrape the buccal smear also, and that is for sex chromatin also we can do the buccal smear study. So after cleaning the area, what you can do is make smear from the oral cavity. And for sex study of the sex chromatin, you can take vaginal smear also. In normal female, Barr bodies are present in 4 to 20% of nuclei, and males It is less than 2% of nuclei. So if bar body is present, it denotes a female. जहाँ पे sex discrepancy होती है, in those cases, we need to study the sex chromatin. Then in cytology we get respiratory samples also like sputum, bronchial, brushing, bronchoalveolar lavage. This is the respiratory tract. So respiratory tract can also be assessed through our cytology technique. So these are the squamous cells जो हम respiratory tract से normally obtain करते हैं. ये हमारे नॉर्मल benign bronchial epithelial cells होती है. These are the cilia, you can see brush border ciliated है. So ये होता है हमारा bronchial epithelial cell. Elongated cells है, oval nuclei है, abundant cytoplasm है, and with a brush border cilia. So these are your bronchial epithelial cells. Then in sputum you can get macrophages also, pigment laden, ठीक है, carbon laden, hemocyte laden macrophages, you can get it. Bronchoalveolar lavage में आप देखते हो, lavage is what we insert saline into the respiratory tract, take it out और उस fluid को हम study करते हैं. So इसमें आप देखो what you are seeing is ये bronchial epithelial cells है, ये सारे macrophages हैं. So all those things you can get in your bronchoalveolar lavage. तो ब्रोंकियल ब्रशिंग जो होती है वो ज्यादा सेलुलर होती है, उसमें आप एक तरह से आप खुरचते हो उसको, ठीक है, तो यू स्क्रेप इट प्रॉपर्ली. स्पूटम इज व्हाट द पेशेंट इज गिविंग यू, स्पॉन्टेनियसली आता है. ब्रोंकियल में लवाज आप सलाइन डाल के उसको आप स्टडी कर रहे हो, वापस लेके उस फ्लूइड को आप स्टडी करते हो. ब्रोंकियल ब्रशिंग इज यू स्क्रेप इट, वो जैसे एंडोस्कोपी होती है वहां पे जाके ब्रोंकोस्कोपी करके दे bronchoscopic guided, they take out the material from the suppose lesion है जहाँ से they want to sample. So now see, those were the normal cells which we were seeing in our respiratory epithelium. अब देखो ये आ रहा है हमारा squamous cell carcinoma. So tadpole cells you can see here, very well appreciate. Tadpole cells you can appreciate here. These are malignant cells you can see. Inkjet nuclei आ रहे हैं, ठीक है. Then due to diathesis है, all the necrotic inflammatory cells you are getting. These cells are highly malignant looking like, and specifically this is the tadpole cells. Then adenocarcinoma of lung can also be studied by bronchial brushing, especially. Then after respiratory tract, which system can be studied through your cytology techniques? GI sample है. So lesion in the oral cavity अगर है वो scrape करके ले सकते हैं हम. Then these all samples can be obtained from your esophagus, stomach, small and large intestine by endoscopic, either by brushing or lavage or your through fiber optic endoscopy. Urinary tract से या तो urinary tract में जैसे suppose kidney, ureter, bladder and urethra. So from all those things, how can you assess the sample? Which type of sample you can study is your voided urine, catheterized urine, or we can go for washing of the bladder obtained at cystoscopy. This is the upper urinary tract, कौन सा होता है? Kidney and ureter. So see, this is the kidney, ureter, and here lower में आ जाता है bladder and urethra. Correct? So exfoliative cytology, like what we prefer is early morning sample. So what you have to advise to the patient for urine studies: early morning sample, midstream clean cast urine. Explain the patient properly that allow the first initial stream of urine to pass. You have to collect the midstream urine, clean catch. Okay? All the area should be clean so that normal flora or anything that should not hamper with the normal study. Then washing. Urinary bladder or ureter से आ सकता है. Brushing, if we can, through cystoscopy, we can take sample from bladder, urethra or ureter. So these are superficial urine epithelial cells which we can see. Urine. Normal urine cytology में होता है squamous cells आप देख सकते हो. Then metaplasmiform few you can see, neutrophils you can see. Sometimes due to retrograde ejaculation, patient can have spermatozoa also in urine. So cytospin होती है machine जिसमें आप small volume of fluid अगर आता है तो आप उसका बटन बना के we can centrifuge cytospin and they give us a button and we study. Button means suppose slide है तो पूरा smear बनने से better है कि एक छोटे से round में हमारा sample इकट्ठा होके that we stain and then we study it. Then after the smear is made, so we need to fix it. ठीक है? So upon the type of stain what we want to do. So pap smear वी डू जो वेट फिक्स्ड होते हैं, सपोज जैसे हमने पैप स्मीयर लिया गायनी के, उसको हम कॉपलिन जार में या अल्कोहल में फिक्स करते हैं, तो उसके लिए पैप स्टेन करते हैं हम, तो पैप स्मीयर और वेट फिक्स्ड। देन जिसको हम रोमानोस्की स्टेन करना होता है उसको हम एयर ड्राई करते हैं, जैसे जीमसा, ठीक है। फिक्सेटिव व्हाट वी कैन यूज इज ईथर एंड 95% अल्कोहल, इथेनॉल 95% इथेनॉल अलोन यू कैन यूज इट, और you can use 100% methanol or 85% isopropyl alcohol, right? Then smear जो होता है, fixation time is approximately 10 to 15 minutes at room temperature and can be left in fixative for 24 hours or more as and when you can stain it. Then smear should be transported to lab in fixative solution. So what the stain which we use in exfoliative cytology is pap stain and HE stain. And also पैप एंड एच ई दे आर वेट फिक्स्ड के लिए हम यूज करते हैं एच ई स्टेन एंड पैप, और रोमानस्की स्टेन वी यूज इट फॉर एयर ड्राई. नाउ FNAC is an important procedure which we do in cytology. तो prerequisite क्या होती है? FNAC is your fine needle aspiration cytology. First thing, you have to take consent from the patient, explain proper technique, procedure, how you will prepare the smear, fix कैसे करेंगे हम, और stain कैसे करते हैं. Then we evaluate under microscope and we correlate the morphology with the clinical picture. And every time we need to have a proper clinical history, proper radiological finding, we do FNAC, and then any lab finding which you can assess, any previous history, everything you should be ready with, and then do FNA. Sometimes in emergency we need to do FNAC directly also, so that's a part and parcel of our daily routine. एस्पिरेशन साइटोलॉजी कहते हैं इसको हम. एस्पिरेशन, अब तक हम एक्सफोलिएटिव देख रहे थे, करेक्ट. 3 मेन हेडिंग्स वर देयर इन साइटोलॉजी: एक्सफोलिएटिव, एस्पिरेशन एंड इम्प्रिंट. तो अब आ रहा है एस्पिरेशन. एस्पिरेशन इज योर फाइनल एस्पिरेशन. सो जो भी सुपरफिशियली पैल्पेबल लीजन होते हैं बॉडी में, जो भी आप देख के, आप टच करके फील कर सकते हो कि यस दिस इज द स्वेलिंग, देन वी कैन पुट नीडल एंड वी डू USG गाइडेड ऑल्सो. सुपरफिशियल के लिए इजी हो जाता है, बट अगर कुछ ऑर्गन क्या है दैट वी कैन डू USG गाइडेड ऑल्सो, फाइनल एस्पिरेशन साइटोलॉजी. सो पैल्पेबल मास जहाँ कहाँ हो सकते हैं हमारे, सपोज लिम्फ नोड में अगर स्वेलिंग है, लिम्फ नोड अपीयर हो रहे हैं आपके, देन ब्रेस्ट, थायराइड स्वेलिंग, सो दीज ऑल कैन बी डन सुपरफिशियली विद द नीडल. सलाइवरी ग्लैंड्स के भी कर सकते हैं हम, सॉफ्ट टिश्यू मास या बोन के कर सकते हैं. जो नॉन पैल्पेबल मास होते हैं, जैसे एब्डोमिनल कैविटी में कोई लिवर का SOL है या फिर किसी और का है, ठीक है, मतलब which we can do, lung also tumor we can do CT guided FNA, ठीक है, thoracic cavity या retroperitoneum. So जो इन एरियाज में मास होते हैं नॉन पैल्पेबल which we cannot palpate superficially, so we can do guided FNA also, CT guided और USG guided. So these all aspiration procedure I told you, आपको पहले सारी डिटेल्स पता होनी चाहिए, क्लिनिकल, रेडियोलॉजिकल एंड एनी प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री ऑफ द पेशेंट. देन यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन द पेशेंट, correlate proper, see the requisition form, then make the patient comfortable, see where the swelling is, whether you can do it without guidance of USG or CT or not, select the proper needle, maintain all the aseptic procedure, explain the patient properly, and then before starting ensure that your all equipment, starting from your cotton swab, everything should be ready, slides should be cleaned, should be well spread on a sheet of paper, everything. Then maintaining your universal precaution with your proper gloves and mask. Then explain the patient that you are going to do this FNA and then do it. Usually we do 22 gauge needle करते हैं हम. 23 gauges can be used for vascular or thyroid swelling. Bony lesion are hard, तो फिर we use 18 gauge needles. And syringe 10 ml you can use it, or we can do with a plunger also. Fixative भी ready रखो, slide ready रखो, and other thing, tube, if you are getting aspirating fluid, so keep your tube ready also. अगर cystic fluid आ रहा है, you can centrifuge also, give it for centrifugation. So this is a picture of here. This is what we use commonly, हम कर लेते हैं. This is the plunger. So plunger का what is the benefit is you can give a good grip to the, you can have a good grip when you enter the swelling. So that depends on the the easiness of the pathologist or whoever is doing the FNAC. So see, this is the swelling. See what, I'll give you an example how we learned FNA. हम ना, we used to practice FNA, doing FNA on tomato. Fine. So tomato को लिया and then we used to maintain pressure in the needle, and then we use syringe, and then we used to go inside and then see whether the material is coming or not. So procedure is, needle we insert into the mass, देन वी रिट्रैक्ट आफ्टर द नीडल एंटर द मास, जैसे अंदर गया फिर आप उसको पीछे सक्शन मेंटेन करते हुए मूव बैक एंड फोर्थ द मास इनसाइड द मास. एंड वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, जब आप सीरीज को बाहर की यू थिंक यस यू हैव कलेक्टेड द सैंपल, देन डोंट pull the needle away maintaining the pressure, just release the pressure, then withdraw the needle. इससे क्या होगा, you will not aspirate blood. Fine. See here what we are doing, we are going inside the swelling, going deeper inside the swelling and maintaining the pressure. अब इस प्रेशर को मेंटेन करते हुए हम अंदर बाहर जा रहे हैं, और जब हम यहाँ से बाहर से निकालेंगे नीडल को, we'll release the pressure and then pull the needle out. Then whatever material we have got in the syringe will spread and make smear, and this smear we can fix it and go for staining. So this is the same like what step we have to follow when we are aspirating. Proper positioning of the patient is very important. Immobilization of the patient, explaining the patient, left thumb and index finger is the thing which we use. This I have told you, the angle of the depth, that is important. क्रिएशन ऑफ द वैक्यूम, सो वैक्यूम मेंटेन करते हुए आपको अंदर बाहर जाना है सीरीज स्वेलिंग के, दैट इज द मेन फंडा. एंड सपोज इफ यू आर एस्पिरेटिंग फ्लूइड इन वन गो, व्हाट आई सजेस्ट इज, आपने एक वो तो दे दिया, यू सेंड इट इन टेस्ट ट्यूब फॉर सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन एंड मेक आस्क द टेक्नीशियन टू मेक द स्मीयर फ्रॉम द सेंट्रीफ्यूज डिपॉजिट. बट अगेन ट्राई टू डू FNA फ्रॉम सॉलिड एरिया. फाइन, क्योंकि समटाइम व्हाट हैपन, कोई भी ट्यूमर होता है वो अगर दे अंडरगो डीजेनरेशन, सो उसमें फ्लूइड एक्यूमुलेट हो जाता है. फाइन, सो उसके बाद हमें रेसिडुअल, वी हैव टू चेक वेदर देयर इज एन रेसिडुअल सॉलिड एरिया सो दैट वी कैन सैंपल अगेन. So this is what, that is very important in breast and salivary gland. कभी कभी आपको सपोज सिस्ट आपने फ्लूइड एस्पिरेट कर लिया, व्हाट आई सेड यू, जो री एस्पिरेट द रेसिडुअल लंप, क्योंकि उसमें मैलिग्नेंट सेल आ सकते हैं. ठीक है, एंड सपोज यू कैन, दैट आई विल टेल यू लेटर, एंड सैंपल लाइक दिस थायराइड रैपिडली विद मिनिमल मूवमेंट ऑफ द नीडल ब्लड अपीयर्स, क्योंकि थायराइड ऐसा वैस्कुलर ऑर्गन है ना, आप नीडल डालोगे ब्लड आ जाता है उसमें. ठीक है, सो व्हाट वी डू इज we can give that blood for centrifugation also, or we can make cell blocks with that. And always type of aspirate you have to mention. So when you report FNAC, पहले आपको clinical history लिखनी होती है, then you have to write site of the aspiration FNAC from where you are doing, and then type of aspirate, blood mixed aspirate है, cellular aspirate है, milky white aspirate है, pus aspiration हो रही है, ठीक है, frank blood aspirate हो रहा है, everything you have to mention. And draw the diagram on the left side from where you are doing the FNA. And always release the vacuum as I told you, and then withdraw the needle. This is done to avoid any blood to come in the syringe that will hamper the presence of cells in your smear. So non aspiration technique, जो मैंने vascular organ जैसे थायराइड में डालते ही, lymph node में डालते ही आपके ब्लड आने लगता है, so उसमें क्या करते हैं, don't use syringe, just you put needling कर दोगे ऐसे ऐसे करके, and then what you do with syringe, 20 ml syringe लो, push the material, then material which you are getting in the hub, you know, it is, I tell you, it is more than sufficient to study the cells. मूव सेम प्रोसीजर्स करना है जैसे भी हम सीरीज करते थे प्रेशर मेंटेन करते हुए, इसमें व्हाट यू डू इज यू डू जस्ट दिस, सपोज दिस इज अ स्वेलिंग, नीडल लिया, अंदर बाहर किया, एंड देन विद एक्स्ट्रा सीरीज बाहर जो रखा है 20 ml 10 ml, उसका उसमें आप वैक्यूम क्रिएट करो और पुश करो मटेरियल को. सो आई टेल यू द नीडल के में जो हब ऑफ द नीडल में जो सैंपल आया है वो मोर देन एनफ होता है टू स्टडी द साइटोलॉजी. उसमें क्या होगा, ब्लड नहीं आएगा ज्यादा आपके. And radiological imaging, obviously you need for FNA when it is a non-palpable lesion, abdominal cavity में है, thoracic cavity में है, retroperitoneum में है, वहाँ तो हमें guidance चाहिए, USG guided और CT guided. So now what are the advantage of FNAC over biopsy? See, advantage क्या है? FNAC is very simple technique, non-invasive है, उतना नहीं है, no outdoor procedure है, patient need not be admitted, no anesthesia. Within hours you can get the result, you can repeat the procedure if required, low cost procedure है ये, ठीक है. So these are the advantage of, but yes, biopsy is always definitive diagnosis, but at times cytology can give you very clear picture, malignancy, non-malignancy. So it is a, like, you can say this both go hand in hand together. इम्प्रिंट, द थर्ड पार्ट इम्प्रिंट यही है कि टच प्रिपरेशन, जैसे यहाँ से पस ऊज आउट हो रहा है, आई कैन पुट माई स्लाइड हियर एंड देन विद अ स्प्रेडर आई कैन मेक अ स्मीयर. नाउ द फ्लूइड जो हमने पढ़ा था, जो बॉडी कैविटी के फ्लूइड्स होते थे. Yeah. So the body cavity fluids, as I told you initially, कि जैसे peritoneal, pericardial and the peritoneal, pericardial and pleural fluid जो हम स्टडी करते हैं. ठीक है, तो या तो अगर उस और जो रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट, जीआई ट्रैक्ट, एवरीथिंग विच वी डिस्कस इनिशियली एक्सफोलिएटिव साइटोलॉजी में, जो फ्रेश मटेरियल प्रेफर्ड होता है यूजुअली एवरी टाइम, उसको इफ यू कैन डिवाइड, कौन से सैंपल में हाई म्यूकस कंटेंट होगा, लाइक स्पूटम, bronchial aspirate, mucosal. So you can preserve it for 12 to 24 hours in refrigerator between 4 to 8 degrees Celsius. Then specimen with high protein content, pleural, peritoneal, pericardial. So this we can preserve for 24 to 48 without refrigeration also. Then specimen with low mucus or protein we can prepare within minutes. And specimen with low pH gastric materials, you have to prepare the smear within minutes. Now, preparation of fluid for microscopy, either you can make a direct or sediment smear, cytocentrifuge कर सकते हैं, fluid का हम cell block बना सकते हैं. अगर suppose we are seeing कि fluid में बहुत malignant cells हैं, you can do IHC also on those cells by making cell block. Cell block is like a replica of your histopath. ठीक है, तो आप टिश्यू, एक सेल ब्लॉक में आप एक साइटोलॉजी मतलब सेल्स को आप टिश्यू का आर्किटेक्चर दे रहे हो बेसिकली, and that block can be used for your IHC purpose. So direct smear, like anything which you are getting, cervical scraping, brushing, so you can directly smear, or then you can mount it and then observe. Then जो processing of the sputum होते हैं, जो mucus rich sample होते हैं, you have to pick and smear method से हम कर सकते हैं. Like suspicious particle उठाया sputum का, put it on the slide, crush between two slide and distribute the material thinly, like over the slide, okay, and then immediately fix in the 95% ethanol. So all these fluids जो होती हैं, pleural, peritoneal and other high protein fluid, we take it in 5 ml of test tube, then you centrifuge at 2000 rpm for 10 minutes, you discard the supernatant, and then the sediment say you put it between the two slide, make smear and 95% ethanol में fix करो, then stain करो. Clotted fluid also need to be processed as above. Clot को separate करना होगा, we can add 10% buffered formalin to it, and this clot can be processed as per biopsy section. So आप उसका cell block बना. How the cell block technique is done? Cell block क्या होता है? After preparing smear from the sediment, like make cell block, what we do is, suppose हमारे पास थोड़ा सा blood sample बच गया, tissue मतलब FNA का material बचा हुआ है. What we do is add 2 to 3 drops of plasma to the sediment, add 3 to 4 drops of thrombin solution, allow this mixture to clot for a few seconds, and then add 10% of buffered formalin to the clot. Now process the fragment as tissue clot HE stain. So preservation of fluid we can do for 1 week. So cell block technique बहुत सारे अलग अलग होते हैं. ये plasma thrombin technique है. There are many other technique of making cell block. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. Kindly like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel Patho with MK. Thank you everyone.